So let's talk about the paradox of artificial intelligence. It's this incredible tool that can build these massive security holes, but at the same time, it can also be our absolute strongest shield. The real question is, how do you manage a technology that is somehow both the problem and the solution?
Right? Is it a new threat or is it our ultimate shield? That's really the core question we're going to dig into. We're going to look at a pretty major security flaw, then a massive security success, and finally, the very human battle to figure out what the rules should even be. So let's dive right in.
All right, so we're going to start with a bit of a cautionary tale, one that comes straight from the corporate world. And it's a classic case of a super helpful tool going, well, pretty wrong. And believe it or not, it all started with a simple software bug.
Okay, imagine this. You're working on some top-secret project, right? And your company, like so many others, relies on tools like Microsoft's Copilot to get things done faster. But then, all of a sudden, news breaks that this very same tool might be summarizing and exposing information from emails that were explicitly marked as confidential. Not good.
Yeah, a report from Mashable just put it bluntly. They said, the bug allowed the AI to summarize confidential emails without permission. The scary part? This wasn't some outside hacker. The vulnerability was built right into the system. The AI, which was designed to help, was accidentally breaking the most fundamental rules of corporate privacy.
So, to really get what went wrong here, you have to understand something called data loss prevention, or DLP. Just think of DLP as the digital security guard for a company's crown jewels. It's a whole system of tools and rules designed to make sure that sensitive data doesn't just walk out the door. It's absolutely crucial for any big organization. And here's the kicker. The bug in Copilot basically made the AI blind to those confidential labels on emails, so it just walked right past the DLP security guard, treating top-secret memos like they were invitations to lunch. A huge, huge problem. But, that is not the whole story when it comes to AI and security.
So now let's completely flip the script. Because for every story you hear about an AI creating a problem, there's usually another one, often on a much, much bigger scale, about AI acting as a really powerful guardian.
So, while Microsoft was busy patching that Copilot bug, Google was out there showing how its AI systems are basically the cornerstone of digital safety for millions. And this contrast, it just perfectly illustrates the two faces of AI that we're talking about today. I mean, just get your head around the sheer scale of this operation. In just 1 year, Google's AI blocked over 1.75 million malicious apps from ever getting onto the Play Store. That's millions of threats just neutralized before they could ever reach your phone.
So how does it even work? Well, it's this constant automated battle. The AI scans this absolute flood of new apps coming in every day. And it's not just looking for old viruses it already knows. No, it's using machine learning to spot brand new, sophisticated malware patterns, stuff a human analyst might totally miss. And then it just acts like a bouncer at the door, blocking these threats and making the entire app store safer for every single one of us.
Okay, so we have an AI that can break the rules and an AI that can enforce them. And that brings us to what might be the biggest challenge of all. Who gets to write the actual rulebook for this technology? You see, the fight isn't just happening in lines of code, it's happening in the halls of government. The thing is, technical problems like that Microsoft bug, they can usually be patched. You can fix the code. But the human problem, getting everyone to agree on one set of laws and regulations for AI, well, that is proving to be way, way more complicated. And this brings us to a major political divide that's happening right now. On one side, you've got several U.S. states that are charging ahead trying to create their own AI laws. But on the other side, you have figures like former President Trump threatening lawsuits, arguing for a totally different approach. It's a pretty fundamental disagreement over who should even be in charge here. And this whole conflict, it really boils down to three core questions. First, who has the authority? Is it the individual states, or should the federal government handle it? Second, what are we even trying to regulate here? Is it the AI technology itself, or just how it's being used? And finally, there's that classic dilemma. How in the world do you protect people from harm without crushing the innovation that could lead to the next big breakthrough? So, we've looked at the risks, the rewards, and the regulatory gridlock. After all that, what have we actually learned? Let's quickly break down the key takeaways. Okay, first, it's clear AI can create new, totally unexpected risks, just like we saw with Microsoft Copilot. But at the same time, AI is also our most powerful defense, as Google's success proves.
And maybe the most important takeaway is that our biggest challenge isn't really the technology. It's us. It's our ability to agree on the rules. And that leads to the final point. The conversation has really shifted. We're not asking if we should regulate AI anymore. We're asking how.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. As AI gets more and more woven into the fabric of our lives, what's the real challenge here? Is it writing the perfect code? Or is it building the human consensus around it? Is this a test of our tech skills? Or is it a test of our ability to work together?